In this video, we're going to see how to install Adobe Photoshop. So how we can download it and install it, and how we can basically set up everything in order to work with the software. So Adobe Photoshop, first of all, what it is. We're gonna also do a brief introduction. Now, it's a raster graphic editor, which means that it mainly works with pixels. Now, you have two main ways you can work with graphic design. One is using raster graphics, the other is using vector graphics. So there is a difference between raster and vector. Usually the raster graphics is more photorealistic, it's more like a picture, so it's more realistic. Vector graphics instead is more stylized, is more like for logos and clean vector graphics. So raster graphics is made out of pixels. Vector graphics is made out of vectors. So it's also possible to scale the vector graphics many times. It will not lose quality. Instead, with pixels, we have some issues if we upscale a lot or if we downscale and then upscale again. But we will talk about this later. Just to introduce Adobe Photoshop and what raster graphics are, and the other possibilities. Now, if you go down here, you'll also find some similar application. You can see Adobe Illustrator is for mainly for vector graphics. Photoshop is mainly for raster graphics, but you can do also some vector graphics inside Photoshop. And then you have like open source alternatives like GIMP, and then you have Canva, Pixlr, Krita, and so on. But the Photoshop is the top software here in the graphic design, raster graphic design application, and the most professional, the most popular, and so on. But you also have other solutions, other possibilities, and you will find in the channel other courses and other guides about other types of software and web apps that you can use. What can we do with similar applications and Photoshop as well? We can do photo montages. So we can like create compositions using different images. We can do color correction. So we can improve our images in terms of colors. We can also insert elements that are not there. And we have also new features using artificial intelligence, which will help us to generate new content. So we can change here colors, but not only colors. We can change the background, we can change the foreground, and wherever. We can do retouch or touch up with Photoshop and also these other software. So we can alterate the image, we can improve, we can remove defects, we can remove problems from the image, and so on. So all of this usually is done with pictures and photographs. So this is the main field of Photoshop is working with photographs, but not only. You can just work on also with graphic elements like logos and you know, infographics and so on. Now, to use Adobe Photoshop, we're going to go down here and just get directly to the Photoshop area. So if I go here, then I can see that, okay, I'm just gonna keep United States in order that we're gonna see in English, but you know, things could change from country to country. And well, you have here different offers. You have like Photoshop for families, apparently, and then you have a free trial that you can use, and you have like students and teacher, and they all have different prices, and business and so on. So decide which one you want. If you want to go for the trial, you can use the trial here, or you can just buy a plan here. Just decide which one is better for your need. Otherwise, go free trial and start by learning the software before you want to possibly buy it. So you have all the informations right here. Once you're ready, you can again download a free trial or go to buy now and proceed with the final steps here. I'm not gonna show you each single step. It's really easy. It's just like buying anything else on the web. You need to create an account, which is going to be your Creative Cloud account, and from there, you can do all sorts of things like download or update the software and so on. So just to show you here, once you buy or you go for the free trial, you're gonna have a download file, a downloaded file. And let me just close this. Just open up my download folder just to show you. You can see here in the download, I have two files. And well, one of these is a Photoshop icon. And it's a Photoshop setup exe, and this other one is Creative Cloud. You can either start directly with this or with Creative Cloud, doesn't matter. You need to create an account and you need to get into Creative Cloud anyway. So it depends on the version, depends on the year. Could be directly Photoshop or could be Creative Cloud. Now, in my case, it's going to be Creative Cloud. And you can also access your Creative Cloud with your Adobe account inside a web browser. So right now I am inside a browser and I am inside my account space. So here I have my own page where I have like other details, and this is the apps page where I can install whatever app I have bought, and these are other that I can still buy or I can still try. But you can see I can download here, I can install Photoshop. So I'm going to click on install, and then it's going to be a process of downloading and installing that is going to take a while. So I'm just going to skip this, but you see, you need to go through the Creative Cloud one way or the others. Once you finish to download and install, it's going to go through like a wizard when you can select some options and you can give some information of your work and what you like to do and so on, so that they can help you and so on. And also here you have tutorials and other stuff. Now, once you're ready, here you have the Explore Tutorials feature, Manage Plugins. If you want to check some plugin, you want to download and install plugins from here. And then you have, with these three dots, you can uninstall, you can learn more, you can use add-ons, and so on. So I'm just going to click on open and open up the software. So I'm just going to wait for a few seconds, and there you go. Now we are inside Photoshop. Now, if you don't find this right away, you can just search it. You can use Photoshop in Mac and Windows. So if you go in the search application bar, you will just type Photoshop and see it. Sometimes it appears in the desktop, but not this time. So this is going to be the initial splash screen. And here you can activate suggestions. So again, if you want to start with tutorials, you can see which new features are there. And there are, again, a lot of new artificial intelligence features that we're going to see. And it's going to be really exciting because these are really one of the latest technology. And here again, you have home. You can go here to learn. You can check your files, the files that are shared with you. You can also use Lightroom. You can go to the deleted, and here we have the access to the cloud. So you can see you also have 100 gigabyte of space. You can use Adobe Cloud Storage to store your works, and also you can use this search right here. So let's type like I don't know, Texture, so a Word. So it's kind of an internal browser, and you have like tutorials here and also Adobe stock images that you can use. So it's kind of an internal Adobe browser. Let's exit here, and then you have your account button right here on the top right that you can go to. So essentially, if you want to open an existing file, you go here. And if you want to create a new, you're just going to click here. And again, we're going to continue on the following videos. So subscribe to the channel to stay tuned and to stay updated. And if you want to thank us, if you want to support us, you can join the channel as a supporter. This will help us to create more videos like these, more guides, more courses. And or you can find already a lot of courses and guides in our channel about graphic design again, and using web apps like Pixlr or Canva, or using open source similar software like GIMP or Krita, and so on. So this is all for this first introduction and first introductory lesson about Photoshop. Thanks for watching. See you in the next.